Nerd Adventures! I'm on my way. Woo! Good morning! And welcome to your Monday stream. I thought today we'd have a nice little chat. You know, enough of the controversy. Enough of all that. Enough of the hate. Let's have a nice, calm stream where we talk about toxicity on the internet, Miss Marvel and Morbius. Let's fucking go! It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. We have a kill switch on today's stream. I just want to let you know. I was talking yesterday to my fiance about, you know, how angry everyone on Twitter was making me about Miss Marvel in particular. And she was like, let me check your Twitter and shit. So look, she's got a kill switch. Okay, if we go too far today, Elisa's going to kill the stream. If I get too fired up and too pissed off and too angry, she's going to kill the stream. So look out for that. Kill switch on the way. I'm also flying in today because of the angry mob of people that are currently outside of Nerd Ventures Tower. And why? Why is everybody so mad? Because I said Miss Marvel doesn't look that good. I'm pulling into the tower. I'll see you in a second. Gonna be a good stream, you know. Feige could have just dropped the Thor 4 trailer, you know, because then we'd be talking about that right now. I would have audibled. I would have gambled at the look. I see all of you guys trying to gamble. Yeah, I killed it already because I always forget, and then you guys get in on Monday morning and you gamble, and it's nope, not today. Good try. Good try, though. Welcome, everybody. Make sure you smizash a Lizike on this video. We're going to get into it. I want to talk about Morbius. I want to talk about Miss Marvel. I want to just kind of explain where I'm at with all of this. Because, honestly, I cannot decide. I honestly can't decide whether or not I'm going to cover Miss Marvel. That's 100% facts. I feel like there's part of me, like, let me try to explain it. Part of me is like, no, we should check it out. And let's see if it's decent, you know what I mean? And if it is decent, we can talk about that and be like, yo, it's pretty decent. Part of me thinks I'll watch it, and then if it's garbage, I will shit all over it. And that'll be really fun, you know? But really and truly, like, there's a big part of me that doesn't want to cover it at all. Partially because it just doesn't look like it's for me. I know, oh my God. Torches, pitchforks, but also because of the discourse that surrounds it. And this is basically what happened to me on Twitter yesterday, where I think I said something to the effect of, I am sure some people will enjoy Miss Marvel. That is, I believe, verbatim the tweet. We can look it up. We've got the receipts. I believe some people will enjoy Miss Marvel. And then there was a ton of people that saying any number of things, talking about the different hate that's out there for it, you know, give it a chance, all these different things. Like, I've never seen a wave of people more ready to sort of white knight for a show that's not out yet, by the way. I've never seen anything like it. I think I know where it's coming from and why it's happening, which is kind of what I wanted to talk about, which is basically what I wanted to address in today's stream. So we can talk about that. We can also crap all over Morbius. What's interesting about the Morbius and the Miss Marvel situation is that many people out there are having an extreme reaction to Morbius. Extreme. I think that's fair to say, you know. Talking about how it's the worst movie ever, talking about how Sony needs to sell, all these different things. There's this really crazy attitude about Morbius as well. And then there's a group of people sort of defending or white knighting for that movie. I'm just going to be completely real with y'all. In the most recent movie math, and I think many of you guys know I like Grace's stuff, and I watched her video on it. I thought it was kind of silly, you know. She's talking about Snyder Cut, Star Wars fans, all of these different things. It's sort of the power of fandom and what that's like, and the ways in which fandom nowadays can be very vocal and very loud about things. And like, she has this really weird take where she's kind of talking about how they're going to just censor all that shit. She like quotes this weird Bob Iger interview and him talking about like censoring opinions and stopping all that kind of stuff. I thought it was really weird, dude. Just being honest, like no hate. Just I was like, that's a pretty weird take. And I think that when it comes to Morbius, a lot of people that watch our channel, that get into our content, are like, yeah, we are all good on taking a big old dump on Morbius because of what it means to us. What we think and what we feel that it means is a signal to Sony to stop making shitty movies. This ain't gonna work anymore. We're not biting on this, okay? The people that are defending Morbius or saying that it's getting an unfair amount of hate, the white knights for Morbius and all of that, right? I think they're missing the wider point and the perspective of fans that feel like, yo, fuck this movie, like for real, and all these different things, like, and I decided too that in the name of toxicity and in the name of being as toxic as possible on today's stream, that I would continue to shit all over Morbius, and I haven't even seen it. I didn't go out and see it this weekend. Did you go see it? You guys let me know in the chat. Did you see Morbius? Yes or no? Let me know. Let me know. What do you think? Did you see Morbius? Did you like it? Mike, Miss Marvel looks fabulous, Porter. All right, Mike. By the way, just as a little aside here to tell you, like, how's the move going, in case you were wondering, we're still, you know, this is coffee out of a Chick-fil-A cup. So, you know, just a little tease, a little behind the scenes for you. Yes. Did anybody that watched Morbius this weekend really like it and think that it's getting bad, that it's getting unfair hate? I'm actually going somewhere with this, by the way. Because in the same way that many Marvel fans justify the hate and the anger for Morbius, which I do think is extreme, like there's no way around it, like MCU fans going hard on this movie. Some of you guys are like, rightfully so, fuck you, Sony. You know? I think that in the same way, we need to be able to understand and appreciate the perspective of folks out there that are not like us, that see and want to complain in a way they feel justified about Miss Marvel. I want to introduce sort of a point that I want to kind of come back to many different times today. At least to get the cord ready, I know, right? So here's the deal. I would like to have a mantra for today's discussion, if you will. I'd like us all to remember these words. It is what it is, and it ain't that deep. Say it with me now. You know? Maybe you're in the bathroom and you're watching this with your AirPods in. Yeah, they'll hear you in the next stall. just do it, man. It is what it is, and it ain't that deep. Let's just, that's where we at. That's where we're going to keep coming back to as we go on. Miss Marvel is a character that was created during a time at Marvel where representation and sort of, you could call them maybe progressive ideologies were absolutely, not necessarily mandated, but in vogue, to say the least. Guys, that's just facts. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, this all new, all different Marvel, a lot of that stuff was done in accordance to those kind of ideas, right? Now, here's the thing. Miss Marvel specifically as a character, and this is where it'll get real crazy for some of y'all, because some of y'all will be like, yes, I like what he's saying. I like what he's implying. Well, get ready to turn your butthole around, because I'm going to tell you, the Miss Marvel book, the actual her solo stuff, is actually pretty good. Yeah, I know. What? Yeah. Is there a bunch of stuff in there that's like, you know, pretty left-leaning and progressive? Of course. But overall, there were some really interesting things done with the Miss Marvel book. Okay? Really interesting things done. Interesting thing done about her religion. The ideas and principles of fundamentalism versus liberalism. There's a lot of interesting things done for that character specifically, okay? Miss Marvel also happened to be a book that was huge. Okay, so say what you will about, like, you know, get broke or get woke, go broke, whatever it is, that thing. You know, that sort of belief that, like, anytime you lean into left-leaning ideologies, it automatically means you're going to lose money. Bruh, say what you will, Miss Marvel sold a shit ton of books. Miss Marvel, especially in digital form, was a big book. It was really big. Like, really big for comics. And at the time, and I know everybody's got their opinions and they feel all their certain ways about it. At the time, man, I was pumped. I read some Miss Marvel. I thought it was cool. It wasn't my thing. I didn't, like, stick with it. And some of her stuff in Champions is pretty cringe, etc., etc. But the idea of young people coming into comics, especially because at the time I worked in comic books, I thought was a good idea. I was like, yo, more the merrier over here, you know? So, with that being said, there's obviously this sort of dirty laundry, skeleton in the closet, however you want to phrase it. There's this sort of lingering thing with Miss Marvel because she absolutely is sort of a representation of left-leaning comic book writing. Also, I think a lightning rod, because that book sold like hotcakes for a long time, so it flies in the face of some narrative out there. I say all of this to say the Miss Marvel character, the Miss Marvel show, has a lot of baggage coming with it. A lot of baggage. Okay? Here's the thing, though. Everything I just said about Miss Marvel, the book, how it did, how it performed, how the writing was, I don't feel personally, as a fan, that much of that at all is being showcased in the trailers. Like, to me, the trailers make Miss Marvel look like kind of average, watered down, CW level tween drama. Okay? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't think it is, by the way. I think it's actually a good bit of people that see at face value that it doesn't look... It's okay. It looks okay. At best. So none of the shit that I just talked about the comics and like, oh man, the comics was good. Yo, the comics was fire. Actually, Miss Marvel was dope. People are sleeping on Miss Marvel. None of that applies to what I'm seeing in the trailers. What I see in the trailers, it doesn't look like that. Okay? So then Marvel starts promoting the thing, you know, putting all this stuff out there, and then people out there like myself are there to form opinions about it, talk about it, consider it within our fan base. And yesterday, a lot of you guys, you know what I mean? And it was like, I think it was like Big Screen Leaks that sort of started this whole discussion when he chimed in on my thread talking about the hate out there. And I was like, yo, hate, where's it at? Show me. I mean, I'm like Steppenwolf. You know, I like a little toxicity. You know, I want to check it out. Where's it at? And a lot of people were like, yo, here it is, here it is, here it all is. And basically what it amounted to, and this is just real talk, again, watch out for your buttholes, trigger warning. What it amounted to was a bunch of anti-SJW content creators making anti-SJW content. And like, the thing about even saying that is, do you realize there are people out there that somehow believe anti-SJW content or whatever, that's not actually a thing? That's not what I do. That's not what my favorite content creator does. Bro, miss me with that. We know what it is. It is what it is. And it ain't that deep. I would argue everything that even sort of nudges close to progressive within the Marvel Studios catalog becomes the target of anti-SJW content creators. Why wouldn't it be? Marvel is massive. Lifestyle brand, huge. When you're making YouTube content, you want to make content that people want to watch. If people are into anti-SJW content, and you make anti-SJW content about a vertical that's also really popular that everybody's talking about, that's like magic. Okay? And so, in a sense, because I think, and this word woke, right? Everybody gets so upset about this word woke. I had all these different conversations over the weekend about, like, woke. Like, is woke even a real thing? What does it even mean? Like, all these different things. It's all this nuanced stuff. To me, it's like, again, it is what it is, and it ain't that deep. I don't have a problem, per se, with woke stuff, but it is woke, dude. Like, what do you want me to say? You want me to say, you want to call it something different? You want to package it differently so that it's better for everybody's sensibilities? Like, what? Come on, man. I just told you, I thought the book was pretty good, actually. It sold like hotcakes. But in a lot of ways, in my opinion, it was absolutely a woke character. I don't say that in a derogatory sense. I say it in a sort of declarative sense, a descriptive sense. That's what it was. It is what it is. And it ain't that deep. And we're still going, so I think no kill switch engaged. I think we're okay. Okay? So when a show like Miss Marvel comes out, you're going to have a lot of people that see it as like a golden goose for their type of content. From my perspective, this is actually aided by the fact that, to me, again, the show don't look that good, bruh. You know what I mean? So why are we getting so triggered by people doing what people are going to do with regards to the MCU? Well, I think part of this comes from people being really, I guess, sensitive to basically anti-SJW content sort of coming into the Marvel brand or community or whatever, right? Like the MCU people, which, by the way, we have people that believe that in our community. We have people that say, like, the MCU in our community. And some of you guys are like, get them out! Get them out of here! I've always had the policy, and I will continue to have the policy, that if you can be respectful, I keep the toxicity to just like a minimal, like just a little bit, you know what I mean? Like a little bit here and there. You're welcome here. It's all Gucci. You don't have to agree. You just got to be respectful. And why do I do that? Because I think that's the best way forward. I think that's the way that companies should approach this kind of stuff. So that's the way I approach this kind of stuff. I have my own leanings. I have my own thoughts. I try to be open to everybody and how everybody sees this kind of stuff. I think the fear is that a lot of people don't want to hand a W to some arbitrary side in some arbitrary war. And none of it matters or makes any sense. It's like, dude, whatever. And I would also put forth that there's absolutely going to be woke stuff in Marvel, in DC, and just moving forward, because there are obviously there is an audience for it, and there's a group of people that believe it's important. It's like, it's basically just, rather than like conspiratorial or agenda based, it is basically just the sort of converging of many different folks' North Star, which is life, by the way. That's how things sort of happen. They organize around these sort of events, these sort of opinions, and therefore, and as such, vis-a-vis. The point is, shut your fucking mouths about Miss Marvel hate. Like, where, like, I don't know. I don't see Miss Marvel hate. I see angle. I see content made that's already been made in a certain way. It's like we want to pretend that people invented toxic fandom for Miss Marvel or for left-leaning stuff. Dude, like, is anything that I'm saying resonating? Is anything that I'm saying making any sense? Or does it feel like I'm just goobly glob, gobbling glob all over the microphone? You let me know. The point is, final thoughts. Final thoughts. And then we'll talk about other news. We'll check it out, and then whatever. We'll watch. We'll get some Q&A going on. I don't really care that much whether Miss Marvel's super good or not. And I don't really care that much if a ton of people love or watch the show or not. I guess in the sense of being a Marvel fan, it would be cool to have another W. But, like, I think it's okay that Marvel content has gotten to the point where they're going to create stuff that probably just isn't really targeted towards me. And that's absolutely fine. I don't think, again, from what I've seen of the marketing, that the tween sort of drama show is for me. And I don't like this weird, like, oh, but you better like it because this person's trying to make it a thing. Bro, I don't fucking care. I really don't. So, again, I can't really decide on whether or not I'm going to actually cover the show at all, which I know to some of you guys is like triggering and whatever, but I'm just being real. Like, I don't particularly think it's made for me. The discourse around it is crazy. The toxic positivity is just as bad as the toxic, negativity coming at it. The whole thing seems like a fucking lightning rod for culture war bullshit. It's stupid, dude. Like, if the show slaps and it's really good, awesome. If the show sucks, damn, they've dropped the ball on that. That's where I'm at. Now, having said that, and being as nuanced and as careful and dancing through the raindrops as possible, allow me to dispense of all decorum and niceties and say that, again, even though I haven't seen the movie, that Morbius is a big old turd inside a diaper being juggled by a skunk. Horrible. Horrible. Sony can't get away with this anymore. We can't allow this to happen. Everyone must continue to shit on Morbius hard throughout the week. Turn the toxicity up. Put it in a proper place. The hate for Morbius. It must grow. The toxicity around Sony. It must grow. And so I say to you, go forth and be toxic. But about the right thing. Think about it. Use your brain. Watch your buttholes. Let's move on. How was that? Is that good for everybody? It's good for me. No kill switch. So we must be doing okay. Must be doing all right. Okay. And I'm sure we'll get into a lot more of this in the Q&A, etc., etc. I'm sure you guys have some thoughts. Some of you guys want to yell at me, blah, blah, blah. So there's some new Doctor Strange footage out there. I want to watch this new trailer. We can actually watch a couple of new trailers out for... butt toes. Hang on now. Can I... Oh, God, why? We can watch a couple of these Doctor Strange things, man. They're going ham on the Doctor Strange market right now. I love it. I'm here for it. The tickets go on sale this Wednesday, and I'm pumped. I want to watch this one together with you guys. And then there was one from yesterday that's got some crazy stuff. I did a video on it. I definitely want to know what y'all think about the things that have been revealed, though.
Multiverse.
We should tell him the truth. Careful, Stephen. This path exacts a heavy toll.
Okay, that is the most important thing. Whose voice is that, ladies and gentlemen? Whose voice is that? You guys let me know. What do you think in the chat? Let me know. Whose voice is that? We'll just play the whole thing again.
What do you know about the multiverse?
We should tell him the truth.
It's Dr. Michael Morbius? Oh, shit. You think that's Mordo?
Careful, Stephen. This path exacts a heavy toll.
I don't think so, bros.
Careful, Stephen. This path exacts a heavy toll.
I mean, maybe. That could... Old Man Loki? Dude. Yo, deadass? That kind of sounds like Old Man Loki. Whoever said that, that's good on you, bro. It's clearly Mordo? What? I don't know if it's Tom Cruise, Iron Man. All right, let's do a poll. And I just want to know if you guys think it's for sure. It's definitely not Black Bolt. Fair. Okay, let's do a poll. Do you guys think that's Mordo or not? That's what I really want to know. Because if like 90% of you guys is like it's Mordo, then I'm going to be like, yo, what? Is that Mordo faux show? Boom. Let me know. Mephisto? Ooh. Grogu? 100%. Let's run it back.
What do you know about the multiverse?
All of these new spots have been amazing.
We should tell him the truth. Careful, Stephen. This path exacts a heavy toll.
Bro, y'all are crazy if you think that's Mordo. Although that could be Mordo. Like, it could be Mordo. That does not sound like... It would be the variant Mordo sounds way different. Like, I want to play that again.
Careful, Stephen. This path exacts a heavy toll.
That's a lot of, like, I think the phrase is timber. Or timbre. That's a lot of... That's a heavy... you know what I mean? I don't know about all that. This is from India. Okay. So let's check out. Let me get it pulled up. The other trailer. This one's on just the regular Marvel channel. I want to show you this from yesterday. Shit is fire.
The multiverse. It's life or death. Could use an Avenger.
There are other Avengers.
We'll get you back on the lunchbox.
The fate of the multiverse depends on us.
No pressure, Ben.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Tickets on sale this Wednesday.
So that's the whole thing,
Multiverse.
right? Tickets are on sale this Wednesday, and we're all pretty freaking hyped up on it. Oh, by the way, this is really interesting. This shot right here, they removed Palmer, who I have it on good authority is playing Night Nurse for the Multiversal Avengers or whomever, maybe the Illuminati. But yeah, so they removed her from this shot, and I just think we gotta assume there's a bunch of fuckery going on with all these trailers. You know what I mean?
The multiverse. It's life or death. Could use an Avenger.
There are other Avengers.
We'll get you back on the lunchbox.
So I actually love that line and that whole thing here, but we got to talk about this. This shit is crazy. Okay, so I guess I should say like slight spoiler warning. But I don't know. Like, don't we all know? Don't we all know that Wanda's gonna be the villain of this movie? Is there? Because like I watched a video by Rob the other day, right? And it was dope. I think it was actually yesterday. It was his thoughts on this trailer and who these beings are, the monsters that we'll talk about in a second, right? Do we all know that Wanda's the villain, right? I mean, yes or no? Wanda's the villain, right? I mean, come on. We all know that. They're clearly just trying to hide that. Careful, Steven, this path exacts a heavy toll is in the very first trailer. Oh, is that it? Do we? Yeah, Mike, we do. Only guy so far who says he... Wait, what? People are split? So wait. People really don't think... Oh, Poll Town. 60% of you think that's that it is the homie, by the way. She's a great Jedi. Amen. Okay, here we go. Poll Town. Poll Town. Is Wanda the villain of MOM? Let's see what you guys think. Boom. Let me know. Wanda Soka. Nice. Poll Town. I love this little line about the lunchbox thing, man. It's kind of funny. First, like, Avengers reference thing we've seen in a while.
Lunchbox.
But check this out. This, we believe, is her coming over Carmitage and just destroying them. They've cut it, though, interestingly, to kind of put that shot. But you can actually see, I believe, there's... Oh, bro, is this a different one than I saw? Because the one I saw, they have Monica or Maria coming in there, and then there's this massive explosion here. There might even be slightly different trailers being sort of shared out there, right? But look at this shot. This right here is an explosion. If you notice, the roof is exactly that same place. It's the whether it be the Illuminati headquarters or like the place where the Multiversal Avengers or the Infinite Avengers are all at. I mean, look at this explosion and look at all these different bodies that are being blown away, including probably Captain Marvel that's coming in trying to mess her up, and then like she's probably just either taking that explosion and like dispelling it back or like doing her own kind of explosion and literally decimating all of them. You know what I mean? So to me, you know, I know there's like everybody has like their opinions and everybody feel maybe she's not the villain. Everything that I see in here can be placed within the leaks and the rumors that we have so far, which really make me believe like she's absolutely going to be the villain. She's probably in this shot, and I put this on Twitter, she's probably literally killing everybody that's there. And, you know, if you want to go check out the leak videos, go check out the leak videos that we do. I'm not going to go full into it unless somebody asks a specific question about it. But this was crazy, dude. When I saw that, I was like, oh, my God. Like, that's freaking sweet, dude, right? Now, the other thing that everybody's talking about, and we'll put this back to normal speed while we go through. Yeah, this shot, bro, I swear to you, the trailer that I saw had her cut right before that explosion. This shot right here before the explosion. What is going on? They have a bunch of crazy things going on. Okay. So the other thing that's going on is these monsters.
Fate of the multiverse.
Now they're behind them, right? And I see this kind of idea that people have, and I think this scene is edited specifically to make us believe that Wanda and Wong are working together against some villain or somebody that's whatever. And that's just so absolutely not what's going on there. And I think, we don't know for sure what's going on here, but I think what's happening is you see the red in their eyes. I believe that she is mind controlling them. And I think we could even see, maybe we have to go back to the other trailer, that there's a red glow in the Wanda for a little bit when she like comes into the room. I don't know 100%, but I just believe that these are being controlled by Wanda. And what could be happening here is that Wong initially is trying to stop them or fight them or whatever, and Wanda just takes full-ass control of Wong as well. Like, they could easily have CGI'd out the red glow in his eyes here, because he's like all business right there. And it's very likely the case that Wanda and these monsters and Wong are all working together to stop maybe this guy from coming in there and trying to shut it down.
No pressure, then.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Tickets on sale this
I mean, we don't know for sure, but I tell you what, the hype and the buzz for this movie is out of control, man. It looks super fun, and I know I'm going to be trying to get tickets Wednesday night. It's going to be awesome. So, yeah, pretty excited for all of that. Of course, we've got Moon Knight. I think we're going to do a Moon Knight preview video today, sort of going over that. I don't know if there's really anything else too much that I want to go over. Still no Thor trailer, right? Which is kind of a bummer. And yeah, people definitely want that Thor 4 trailer, man. See if there's anything else going on here. Oh, I saw this. They're just talking about the sort of accuracy of the stuff going on in Moon Knight from the Egyptian perspective, which is pretty cool. Here's this trailer, which, again, I can't even really watch because of the music they use. They use The Weeknd in it. You know, again, I'm sure some people will enjoy Miss Marvel. Oh, canceled. Morbius, C+ cinema score. Very bad. Very bad. That's super low for a cinema score. Yeah, a lot of people are not happy about the movie. Oh, yeah, you know what? This one was kind of interesting. Look at this. It's still at the top here. I wonder if they've corrected the article. So, within this article, there was this idea sort of implied, and let's see if the post itself clarifies this. The website has been updated again to remove the final paragraph. Kingpin page also mixes images from Daredevil and Hawkeye. So there's this sort of ongoing debate, and I'm sure it'll get a little spicy, as most things on the internet do, about whether or not the Netflix shows are canon. There was an article posted, this one, that originally implied that it was the same Daredevil, the exact same Daredevil, and all of the events of the show happened in continuity to the character we see in Spider-Man No Way Home. Bro, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I don't know for sure, but I think that people literally probably brought this to Feige's attention, and he was like, no fucking way. Like, get that shit out of here. I don't know for sure. Maybe it's canon. Maybe it's not. I've heard mixed things, but it was pretty funny watching a bunch of people be like, oh, my God. This article means Daredevil's the same one. Oh, my God. And then Marvel deleted it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Okay. One more little, if I could just say, you know, a little bit of, it's just fucking thing. Apparently the director of Morbius, fast becoming a fan favorite out there of Marvel supporters, has said a couple of pretty whack, crazy things. He literally said what had to be changed was the physiology of how to move between worlds. The idea of moving between worlds was invented by Sony, not the MCU. What? What now? He also said, he implied that, putting the thing in the trailer. Let me see if I can find it. What he said. It was so funny. I had it on my Twitter. This is where they removed the night nurse. Pretty wild. Oh, here we go. This is what he said. This is so funny to me, dude. That image is only in the trailer. As a director, I only do the movie. But since I didn't put it there because it's not in the movie, and I didn't put it in the trailer either, it's not from my idea. What now? So the dude's saying basically, like, when asked, why did your movie have a trailer with Spider-Man on the wall that was never in the movie? And what now? And he literally said, that image is only in the trailer. As a director, I only do the movie. But since I didn't put it there because it's not in the movie, and I didn't put it in the trailer either, it's not from my idea. Interesting. Interesting. I just think, again, you know, toxicity, upset fans, all of this, par for the course. It is what it is, and it ain't that deep. And when it comes to something like Morbius, I can totally understand why legions of Marvel fans might descend upon comments like this with anger. Because it's ridiculous. And, yeah. Anyway. Let's see if there's anything else that's going on. Oh, there's a Flash leak. Should we talk about the Flash leak? Do you guys want to talk about the Flash leak? This was actually pretty funny, too. Tyrese legitimately thought... We actually went over this on the Friday show. Ooh, a couple of things. I got to brag. I got to brag about a couple of things here real quick. We went over this on Friday, April Fool's, and we talked about how hilarious it was that Morbius took over the Marvel Studios spoilers subreddit, and it was super funny, like seeing all the memes and all these different things, you know? And we even talked about this. I was wrong. And Tyrese literally shared it thinking it was real. Hilarious, dude. Like, hilarious. One other thing I want to say. We're going to talk about The Flash, okay? I'd say spoiler warning, maybe, for like 5 minutes here. Spoiler warning, maybe. Because, again, we don't even know. There's some people refuting a lot of what's in this leak. Spoiler warning, maybe, for like 5 minutes. Okay. I want to say one more thing that's sort of bragging from last week, and then we'll move on. And it has to do with The Flash. Last week, we pulled up a Reddit post that was talking about events that happened surrounding Ezra in Hawaii. Some of you got mad at me because you said, where's the proof? You just literally pulled a random Reddit post. Do you all know what happened with that random Reddit post? Do you know what that individual then went on to do? Just gonna say, and again, I didn't dig that post up. Somebody came to me with that post and said that they thought it was real. That is the exact person that went to file the restraining order against Ezra the very next day when he popped off again. And in fact, what we had talked about in that post when we covered it are the events that led to the restraining order. So, shut your mouth. That's basically what I'm saying. Okay, so let's talk about The Flash. We'll go sort of light spoilers on this, I guess. There's a big plot leak out there for The Flash. And it's weird because initially, a lot of the people that follow these things were thinking that this leak was real because some predominant leakers and insiders and scoopers, you know, pooper scoopers, they had said some kind of ominous things about breaking NDAs with regards to the screenings for The Flash, which implied, of course, that there was real shit in that leak. Okay? And a lot of people were like, oh, shit, so this leak must be real. Now, since then, people have come forward and sort of clarified that the leak is not real, but they got a few key things right. Okay? So, you can go check it out for yourself with the leakage, okay? But I'll say that if some of this stuff happens, it sounds really cool. You know what I mean? Like, some of this stuff sounds straight up really cool. And I just want to skip ahead to the main thing that I think is real. And I think it's the reason that you're seeing all this Batfleck stuff. There was a lot of discussion about, like, Batfleck, oh, he's done. In fact, there were people saying, remember when I said, in fact, I think it was viewer Anon, if I remember correctly, said something to the effect of, when myself and other scoopers were saying that Ben Affleck would never ever return to the Batman role, well, now, you know. And we were all like, yo, what? Like, what does it mean? What we think it means is that there is a post-credit scene for The Flash after the events of the movie, obviously. And in that scene, Ben Affleck's Batman says something to the effect of, you must come find us, Barry. And what that's implying is that Ben Affleck's Batman and the characters that are in the Snyderverse, which again, they've changed so that it sort of exists there if they want to grab from it, will play a significant role in the crisis event that we think they're working towards. Okay? So, pretty freaking wild, ladies and gentlemen. That's probably why we saw all these different people being like, yo, Batfleck or Snyderverse and all those sort of things. You know what I mean? Like, all that kind of stuff. Because of the post-credit scene where they've literally now injected sort of an end cap to the film that has Ben Affleck's Batman being a very important post-credit scene. I mean, you tell me what you think that means. You know what I mean? I think it's cool. I think it's cool. So, there you have it, ladies and gentle beings. And now let's shift into the Q and the A. I'm sure it'll be toxic as fuck. So let's get to it. Yo, we will do a stream at 1 p.m. Nerdventure stream. It's going to be short. Still not moved in. I got a lot to do, but we will do one. Watch party for Moon Knight. Tomorrow night / Wednesday morning. Can't wait. Loved episode 1. Can't wait for episode 2. It's going to be a good week, man. And, of course, Nerd Theory later tonight. All right, let's get into the Q&A. Noah Schaefer's first in today with a $5 holla. Says, not even 5 minutes into the stream and I'm triggered. JK, please take my money. Hey, thank you, Noah. I was triggered before the stream even started. So, there you have it. SMB963 with a $10 holla. Very generous. Says, hey, Josh, it's my birthday today. I wanted to let you know that all this blinker nonsense originated with me asking you to take one back in Feb when you didn't know what it was. Happy birthday to the blinker boy. Hey, happy birthday. Let's get some happy birthdays in chat or some confetti or some dope shit for SMB963. I appreciate you, bro. And blink them if you got them. Peter B. Parker says, I think Miss Marvel looks fun. It's MCU, so I'll watch. Bro, that's totally fine, man. I'm not going to sit here and clown on you. Like, there are some people that be like, chill, or, dude, you gotta, must have a problem. Nah, man, like, that's cool. I'm all for it. I'm going to watch the show. I'm just not saying I'm going to cover the show. Definitely not on a week-to-week basis, right? But, yeah, that's good. Good on you. Bob's your uncle. SMB follows up and says, my name is Mustafa, by the way, but I doubt you'll remember. I'm going to try to. Remember. There was, Story time. Back in the day, man, I used to work at a really nice restaurant, and one of the he was like a busser dude. Kind of. He would work like coffee, do all these different things. Okay, his name was Mustafa, and he was like the grumpiest, grouchiest, and also shortest Moroccan that I had ever seen. He was a cool dude, but holy shit was he not that fun to work with. He was like a total Oscar the Grouch type motherfucker, you know? Like, and just, oh man, I have so many good memories of him being like such a douchebag. You at the end of the night, like you'd be like trying to figure out your stuff or whatever, and he'd be like, "You pay me, so I go home. You pay me." Like just being like a total, like just surrounding you, being like trying to get his like $6 from every server before he would go home. I found fond memories of him. So I'll try to remember you, SMB, as Mustafa. Are you that same Mustafa? MCU Drew with a $5 holler says, I held strong and didn't go see Morbius. I am not okay with forcing connections to my beloved MCU. Oh, I hear you, bro. Look, I think Sony's getting what they deserve. You get what you deserve, Sony. And yeah, maybe it's toxic. Who cares? Blue Wise Gamgee, interesting name, says, I took my 11-year-old and 9-year-old. We all liked it. Oh, that's great, man. That's dope. I'm glad you liked it. Peter B. Parker says, Morbius. I like the beginning, and I like Jared Leto as Morbius, but the middle to the end was rushed and scenes were taken out. Credit scene makes no sense. Yeah, again, you know, I just got to go full on toxicity here and crap all over it without actually seeing it. I know. Sorry. But, yeah, I've heard it's garbage. Zoe the Goat with a $5 holler says, Morbius is bad, but it's not as bad as everybody is saying. But then post-credit scenes are horrible and confusing AF. Josh will love Miss Marvel. Yo, what if I did? What if I legit loved Miss Marvel? And I was like, everybody's wrong. This show's dope. I guess it's possible. Appreciate the love, man. Yeah, and I think that that's probably fair. I mean, can any movie really, like, it's getting hate beyond for just being a bad movie, and it's probably like just an okay movie for real, but it's getting hate because of Sony and because of like it's getting hate for fan reasons, which I don't think is bad. Like, here's the thing: when you advertise the movie and utilize connective tissue in the MCU, and you're trying to like use that as like some swag and get people to come check your shit out, and then you remove all of that from the film, you get what you deserve, in my opinion. So, Watch Those Wrist Rockets says, Morbius was the best Marvel movie I've ever seen. Jared Leto deserves an Oscar. Damn! That's high praise. SMB says, sorry for the unhelpful supers, but can you tell me to shut my mouth and take my birthday blinker? Much mother lovin' love, bro. Hey, Mustafa, shut your mouth and take a blinker on me. Happy birthday. James Jones says with a $5 holla, for Miss Marvel, there's a difference in saying it doesn't look like it's for me and it looks like woke trash and suggesting that no one will like it. That's true. There is a literal difference in those different things that you typed out. I understand. Rayumbo with a $5 holla says, did you see that Snyder might be directing an HBO Max series in the Nightmare timeline with Ezra stuff? Stuff seeming like the dub, baby. Take my money. I didn't actually see that. Is that coming from a reliable source? I'd have to look into that. There's a lot of bullcrap, unfortunately, out there, so I don't know if that's true. And Zach's going to be super busy with Rebel Moon and stuff like that. So I don't even know if Zach will ever come back. But that doesn't mean that those characters in that universe can't. You know what I mean? Golden Hercules 98 with a $5 holla says, me and my brother saw Morbius on Friday, and there were multiple times during the movie we looked at each other and we're like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, I've heard pretty terrible things. I've heard like there's so many ADR pieces of dialogue because it's just like a goobly glob cut up mess. I mean, to be honest with you, so is Venom 2. You know what I mean? Like, Venom 2 is that too, but it just had a post-credit scene that we all loved and wanted to talk about. Venom 2's not that great, bro. Like, Venom 1's better, in my opinion. So, what are you going to do? The Exodus says with a member chat for 3 months says nobody is nobody is obligated to like anything. Nobody is obligated to care that they don't. And it doesn't make someone toxic if they do choose to care. I agree, but I also acknowledge that just means different things to different people. Like when I was talking about this with Elisa, I was like, yo, we definitely just feel differently about some of this stuff, and that's fine. And I want to try to be respectful of people that they, feel differently. But I'm also not going to I'm not going to sit up here and try to BS you guys. I want to say how I actually feel while trying to acknowledge all the people in the room, right? MTS 1993 with a $5 holla says, is Miss Marvel going to be the next Brie Larson? Certain tubers made themselves on that situation and still milk it to this day. Yeah, 100%. I think it likely will. And the sad fact is that it seems like the show will actually get more coverage from channels like that than channels like mine. And I think that might be where some of the frustration comes from some of you guys, because you want my voice to be a voice in the ring, defending or whatever. But again, all that sort of stuff that some of you guys care a great deal about, I just really don't. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be fair, but also be real with how I see it and what I think. So, to me, the best defense against that kind of criticism is to just make dope shit. If you made it and it was absolutely incredible, like mind-blowing, absolutely incredible, then I think a lot of that stuff would sort of disappear. Marvel continuously gets a lot of that kind of coverage, but it doesn't stick because Marvel's dope. And they make a bunch of fire shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Teflon. It doesn't, stick, right? But this show, I don't know that it won't stick. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Lar with a $10 holla says, based. Thanks, bro. Appreciate the support. Pretty Nikki says, hi. Appreciate you, Pretty Nikki. Always good to see you in the tower. Steve Sorenka, member for 10 months, says, not every show has to be for every fan just because it has a Marvel logo on it. And that's okay. I couldn't agree more. Love this name. Give me a second. Thor's Brown Eye. Amazing. Says, the Fox outrage anti-SJW grift about shows that aren't out yet is getting ridiculous. It's pathetic, honestly. So I hear you, but here's the thing. Is it really that much more than it's always been? And I guess to me, it's pretty easy to check out on that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm just not as bothered by it as many of you guys are. And maybe this partially comes from just being a YouTuber and understanding that from the perspective of YouTube, if something's working, you're going to do that, right? And so I really don't blame people for doing the thing that's going to work on YouTube, specifically for their channel. Ultimately, if it is ethically a concern, which I don't even believe that it is, but if it is, if you really, really feel strongly about it, it's not even those people that should be your target. It should be Google. Google pushes that shit out. Google absolutely pushes that stuff out. You know what I mean? So it just is what it is, man. I don't feel as strongly as you do about it, but I will agree that a lot of that stuff feels like a grift. Bro. Obviously. Right? But in situations like Miss Marvel, it's how far off from the truth are they going to be with that one? It's hard to say. For now, they're just doing their thing. When the show comes out, maybe they'll have some actual stuff to kind of dig into, By the way, anti-SJW channels will watch Miss Marvel with more interest and curiosity and focus than I ever will. That's just what it is. Shadow Cloud Sphere with a $5 holla says, people just want something to hate on. That's true. And don't give a show a chance to look at what makes it good. Lego Star Wars Saga review tomorrow. Ooh, no, not really, man. Those games really aren't. I don't really enjoy those games. Am I going to get canceled for that shit too? I don't really enjoy those games, bro. Do I hate fun? I guess I hate fun. You know what? Now that I think about it, I do hate fun. A Keyboard Vigilante says with a $5 holla, says, I just watched Morbius with my own eyes. I liked it and thought it was all right. When it comes to movies, people don't think for themselves anymore. I don't know that that's the case. I hear what you're saying, though. It's I would say that it is more accurate that the zeitgeist of social media and just pop culture absolutely is very removed from nuance and reality. But again, like, it ain't that deep, dude. You know what I mean? Like, to me, when you look at all these certain things, you could absolutely say, like, for instance, when it comes to the sequel trilogy and stuff like that, there's redeemable stuff in there. There's stuff in there that's good. There's people that really like those movies. But, like, to me, what's more interesting is a wider conversation of zeitgeist. Like, I would say, on the whole, like, Star Wars literally took a break. They're banging out movies, and they literally decided to take a break. Because of, I think, a lot of data they were getting, especially after Last Jedi, of, like, where Star Wars sales and things were going. So, you could absolutely be correct that it's not necessarily a representative of reality, but I would argue that the zeitgeist, the social media conversations, those kind of things have actual impact on how studios and companies proceed. So it is, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Cathonic Echo, member for 7 months, says, Diamond Badge, baby! LOL, I'm Guy. Buy the crap out of my tickets for Multiverse of Madness. Take my money. Amen, brother. I can't wait. It's going to be dope. The real Jesse Lee Reed with a $5 hut says, Morbius was always a lame character. Leto is way overrated and mediocre. How could this movie not be terrible? Interesting take. I like Jared Leto. Bluesy Gamgee says, I like your Riley Reed on the mic, my guy. I got to be honest, I'm not even sure who Riley Reed is. Am I going to get canceled for that? James Heaton, member for 19 months, says, I commented on your Twitter post. It could be a variant of Thanos that became a member of the Illuminati. He said almost the same line in Infinity War when he found out Ebony Maw was dead. Damn! That would be fire, dude. I would love that. Also, not in any of the leaks or rumors, so that would be a cool surprise. Thanks for the love. Low Lives with a $10 holla says, haven't made a stream in a while. Started my own company. Big ups for the inspo to be my own boss. Awesome, bro. Just had to stop in and ask if you have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jared Leto. Oh, man, I've got a couple of minutes for Jared Leto. 100%. But not really. Congrats on the success, bro. That's awesome. The real Jesse Lee Reed follows up and says, I don't mind Jane Foster becoming Thunder God, but I have a huge problem with her taking his name. Thor isn't a title. It's his name. Yeah, so here's the thing, man. Again, like, unfortunately, like, I hear you, and I, like, just kind of don't care enough. Like, this is what I think it is. Like, everybody on different sides of these issues, they feel a certain way, or there's like these talking points and these different ideas and things. And like, I don't know, maybe it's just like the sort of Zen way that I see it. I don't really feel that strongly. Like I'm just going to say this, bro. And maybe this is not true. Maybe this is an exaggeration. But I feel like I don't care about almost anything in the whole world as much as you care about Thor being a title. Like, obviously, that's an exaggeration. It's not true. I care about some things. But I'm just saying, like, I don't care. I just care if it's good. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. Like, I feel you, and I know that's a talking point that a lot of people will, like, take issue with. I don't really care. Diamond Joe says, 7 months, baby. It's been a pleasure getting nerdy with y'all. This month going to fly by with everything that's coming out next month. Cheers. Appreciate the love, Diamond Joe, and I agree. It's going to fly by. Crazed Panda, member for 22 months, says, Chris H. just posted on IG they are starting press for Thor 4. Probably means the trailer is coming in hot. Well, that would be fun. I do hope we get that trailer. I'm excited for that. And who knows? Maybe it's dropped already and I'm just not looking at the chat. Is the trailer out? Is the trailer out? DH says, what happened to Nerd Council? Oh, nothing. They're good. From what I understand, they are good. Theory and I just kind of been enjoying streaming together and chilling, you know? So that's all that is. Mandalore with a $10 holla says, hey, Josh, how was your weekend? Quick question. Why do you think that Sony continuously takes a steamy pile of poopy emoji on their potential franchises, not counting Sony/Marvel collusion movie? I like that, collusion. So, first of all, weekend was good. I checked out as much as I could on Saturday. Was working on Sunday a little bit, but got another Commander win. Bro, I'm not trying to brag, but the last 3 times I've played Commander, 3 W's. 3 W's. And, oh, man, it was with my elf deck on Saturday. I love that elf deck, man. Whew! Love that elf deck. So what's up with Sony continuously taking steamy piles of poop? They're just corporate-y to the max. They don't really have a visionary over there. I think that's probably the best way to say it. Alex McMahon, member for 12 months. Appreciate all the love. Says, go back and watch Daredevil Season 1. The connective tissue is all in it. It's true. It's absolutely true. Actually, funny you say that, Alex, because we are currently rewatching Jessica Jones. And I tell you, Jessica Jones, to me, I think a lot of people could say, could make that sort of woke statement about Jessica Jones. But I will tell you this. I will die on that hill. Jessica Jones Season 1 is fantastic. It is incredible writing, intriguing characters. I think it's if there's left-leaning stuff in there, I think it's handled beautifully. I think it's awesome, dude. I love the characters. I think it's brilliant. And also, even Jessica Jones has a lot of connective tissue to the MCU. They reference the event, gifted people, all these different things. Yeah, so I think the truth of that is that though Feige will probably just play hands off. He doesn't want to confirm or deny, and he just wants to kind of have an assumed connection there. Almost like what Sony was trying to do. You know what I mean? Keaton House with a $5 holler says, Moon Knight is so good that my mom told me she watched it and enjoyed it. She hasn't watched anything Marvel. I'm pumped for the rest of the show. Take my money. Appreciate you, Keaton. I am quite excited for the show as well. I think this episode is going to be cool, dude. I think this episode's going to be cool, bruh. And yeah, I'm here for it. Ross says with a $5 holler says, I'll be bummed if Miss Marvel is only Disney Plus MCU show, not covered by Den of Nerds. I don't think it'll be the only one. It'll probably just be the first one. But it is what it is, and it's not that deep. Saw Morbius. It was boring, but not worst comic book movie. Heard that, brother. Appreciate you. And yeah, I got to be honest, I haven't really decided when it comes to Miss Marvel. I really haven't. I go back and forth on it, but I'm leaning towards not covering it, or at least probably not doing watch parties. Maybe I'll talk about it on stream and all that, but I assume that there will be other shows that I probably wouldn't be that interested in either, but we'll see. D-Man Lewis with a 5-month member chat says, Wanda is the villain of Multiverse of Madness? I don't get the question. Why you dissing my mom? Wait, what? We got problems? I thought you were a real one. I'm at 18K, by the way. I don't know what that means. But yes. Yo, mom. Porter Stanley says, would like to see you talk to Eric July, Young Rippa, about comics, Marvel movies, and shows. He's a man of great knowledge of comics and canon. Yeah, so I've seen some of Eric's stuff, and look, I've seen him have super good nuanced takes. I've also seen him have takes that I'm like, bruh, that is such a reach. You know what I mean? And again, it's really hard for me with people like that in general to figure out where does the sort of genuine feelings about this end and the sort of leaning in grift begin. And that's sort of the best way I can say it. I mean, I, generally speaking, have a lot of empathy for these guys, and I definitely don't hate on them the same way that a lot of other people do. And I know that Eric July absolutely loves comics, and he has strong opinions about comics. I get it. But yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily against it, but it's also kind of one of those things where, with Jay and with Ryan and all of those, I've sort of come to a place of, I think it's probably better if we all just stay in our own lane, because they probably just don't want to have the conversations that I want to have. And that's fine. You know what I mean? If they would want to have those conversations and kind of go there specifically about the grifting and that kind of situation, that's fine. I don't think they're very interested in it. And I'm not so bothered by the way they handle their business that I want to make it a thing. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Nathaniel Becker, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. Make your way around the tower. Check out the amenities, the theater, the popcorn, the workout room, the hot sauna. Check it out. MCU Drew says with a $5 holler says, the best MCU scene in history is the post-credit scene in No Way Home, booting the mother-flipping Sonyverse right out of the MCU. I stood and clapped. Bye! Yeah, bro. So I feel you on that, and I feel like Feige's watching this shit go down with Morbius, and he's like, oh, that's why I booted yo dumbasses out of here. But who knows for sure. X8 says, will you remember me? I'll try, bro. I'll try. Nerd Executive Ryan, member for 3 months, says, at the end of the day, are we going to have to feel bad for Leto being in horrible comic book movies, or does he make his own grave? Nerd Vengers for life? That's an interesting question. That is an interesting question. I don't think Jared Leto gives a fuck. I'm going to be honest. He took pretty little pay for Morbius, from what I understand. I'm sure he didn't phone it in because he goes hard in the paint. But I also have heard that he doesn't watch any of his movies. I think, he went to these screenings and stuff. He showed up and watched the movie with fans. If he actually watched the movies, that would be, as far as I know, the first time he's watched one of his own films in 20 years. He's like Harrison Ford in that way. He just cuts the check, does the job, and gets out of there. I don't feel bad for Jared Leto. I'm sure he'll be all right. Low Live says for the 6-month member chat, I legitimately thought the movie I saw on Friday was a big April Fool's joke and the real cut would come out later. It was just so fucking good. Right on, man. Jimena says, I can't wait for Multiverse of Madness. Wanda, definitely the villain. 100%. 100%. Oh, God, why? 34 Virgo says, Morbius, C+, post-credit scene, F-. Miss Marvel trailer equals CW. If they do all the Young Avengers on this level, nah, fam, miss me with that. But I'll watch because of MCU. Heard that, man. Heard that. Annika Seth with a $5 hollow says, hot take. Rather watch Miss Marvel if the show had a solid narrative vision versus Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which was a narrative mess. I can understand and respect that. 100%. I hear what you're saying. I agree. Mike, Miss Marvel looks fabulous. Porter says, I'm a glass half full. Morbius is not good, in my opinion. Thank you, Mike. Much love. Everybody loves Mike. Blue Eyes Gamgee says, Toby is in Doctor Strange. Sent you the leak on IG. Appreciate that. I will check that out. I'm not going to check it out right now because I'm trying to fly through this shit because I got to get the fuck out of here. I'm hungry. I got to get a Morbius video or a fuck. Everybody relax. The Pizza Lion says, Den of Fences. Indeed, sir. Indeed. In fact, I'm so damn good at riding this fence. I don't think there's ever been a better fence sitter in the history of fence sitting that there ever was on a fence. I'm so fucking good at sitting on the fence that I should get a fucking Home Depot sponsorship or some shit. Because you'd want to put a fence. I'm fence it up. Use the affiliate link, Den of Fences, at checkout to get 30% off your fences and shut your fucking mouth. Jake Crust says, remember for 3 months. Josh, finally woke up to catch a live stream. Just wanted to say my family. Oh, shit. I always feel so bad when I pop off and swear and I'm ridiculous. And so just wanted to say my family loves your content and you're the main reason my iPhone battery sucks. Oh, shit. Hey, I hope everybody understands. I'm sorry I'm such a degenerate. And that I swear so much. My bad. The real Jesse Lee Reed says, on the name thing, obviously, you've never been the victim of identity theft. Oh, my goodness. No, I have not. Taking someone's job is just business. Wait, what? Taking someone's job is just business. Taking someone's name is evil. I'm not sure what you're referring to, man. Oh, the Thor thing. Okay, bud. All right. I hear you. I mean... I don't know what to say. D-Man Lewis says, God damn it. I'm so glad you call out the grift. You are a real one. Yeah, but again, it's to me, it ain't that deep, bro. You know what I mean? It's not how I want to make money, but I understand that it's a way, Mandalore with a $10 holla says, Josh, look at my avatar. That's the face I made after hearing that there's no connective tissue in Morbius. Damn. Salty. Was going to be my B-Day movie gift, but thankfully we got Moon Knight and Obi-Wan. Yes, we do. Snezoku-san with a $20 holla. Very generous. No message. Try to throw it into the chat if you would be so kind. Lars says, you know anything about Leto's sex cult? No. Can't say that I do. Invite must have got lost in the mail, you know. I'm a goddamn nerdy sex symbol over here. I don't get invited to no shit. Ethan says, excited for Fence Theory tonight. My man. Fem says, MN, no pop as much because he no introduced in a movie. I think that's a fair take. We'll have to see. I think week 2 might heat it up. Week 2, we might heat it up. Heat it on up. Tavaria, for show. Member for 2 months says, sup, Josh? I watched Morbius for free and still couldn't even sit through it. It's actually as bad as people say, in my opinion. Much love, G, and have a great day. Hey, I appreciate you, man. And look, I haven't seen it, you know, and normally I like to wait until I've seen something. But in this case, I'm going to be toxic as fuck. Fuck Morbius. Fuck that director. Fuck Jared Leto. Sony, how dare you? All the hate that Miss Marvel's getting, you deserve, Sony. Maybe I'll check it out someday. John Hicks with a $10 holiday says, take my money. Hey, I appreciate you, brother. I really do. I appreciate the support. Okay, guys. I'm going to hang in chat for just a little bit. And then we're going to get out of here. So, did we do okay today? Did anybody get too upset? I feel like, and maybe I'm just biased, but I feel like we once again approached a controversial topic with nuance, understanding, and humor. And we got in the living room as a big old family. We passed around the talking stick. And we got to know a little bit more, you know, about each other, about the world. I'm going to be honest. I don't think you went hard enough. Not enough toxicity. It's true. It's true. Nah, this is a cool stream. We the best nerdy community. I appreciate you, Ross. And you know what I really appreciate about Ross? Is that I feel like Ross has strong opinions about these sort of things. You know, we don't know each other super great, Ross, but we've been through some shit. I've seen, you know, some of your tweets and takes and stuff. I feel like you feel very differently about this than I do, and I think that's fine. And it's part of the reason, honestly, people like you are part of the reason why I actually do want to cover Miss Marvel, because I want to see, you know. So I appreciate you. I really do. I think Disney Plus Hollywood realizing identity politics, if not handled organically, does not equal 4 quadrants. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think it's a super fair take. Yeah. Mas! I slapped the absolute fuck out of Grandma this morning. My man. There's a little toxicity. I don't like woke culture, but hey, everyone is open to their own opinion. See, like, again, I think that's fair. Some of you guys are like, he said woke. I think that's fair. Neither side will let you deviate from their current opinion. If you do, you're excommunicated from the tribe. It's like a death of open-mindedness, 100%. But that's why here, we really do try to create a place, for sure, Russ. That's why I believe we try to create a place that is just more open. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, like, I don't like to... It's funny because I really don't enjoy sort of covering this sort of stuff or talking about this sort of stuff, but it seems to, and I think this is just kind of par for the course, like where we're at in the world, it seems to really resonate or people enjoy it and they like it and they're like, yo, we want more of that. You know what I mean? So I'll keep doing what I do. You know what I mean? But the truth is, I'd rather just talk about Multiverse of Madness. You know, I'd rather just talk about the Flash leaks. I'd rather just talk about the Snyder and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Jamie wants credit for being the first person that called me a fence sitter. I don't know, bro. I'm woke because my alarm got me up early to watch the stream. My man. Dude asked if Josh ever seen a Star Wars porn parody. Oh my God. I can't say that I have. I am obligated to not be obligated to think or not think that I may or may not be toxic, little bitch, from time to time. Indeed. Belly rub for likes? Hell no, bro. We're past the belly rub phase. You know, that's on the OnlyFans now. Sit on D's nuts. Well done, sir. Well done. Den of Switzerland. Not bad. Not bad. Josh fence sitting, sponsored by KY Jelly. Well, see, that's the trick. See, a lot of you guys are pretty amateur at your fence sitting. You think that just because you have a butt crack, that's where the fence goes. Wrong. Wrong. Go across the street, not down the street. Across the street, not down it. Okay? That's how you do it. And do you have to flip around when you address the other side? Yes. Does that make it a little harder? Yes. But then you're not going to wear out your butthole. Think about it. Take it from the pro. Across. Anyway. I was raised by the fence. My butt cheeks were molded by it. I didn't leave the fence until I was already a man. Damn! Quote of the day. That's pretty good. Gonna cover Boys Season 3? Yeah, we'll cover Boys Season 3. When's that drop? When's that coming out? What did I get I didn't get Chick-fil-A. Well, I mean, I obviously got Chick-fil-A at some point, but this is actually just coffee in here. And it's just, the styrofoam keeps it, I don't know, just chill. Verse my mill deck, Josh. No thanks. I don't like mill, bruh. I don't like to play against mill. Although, if I did, what are you talking about? Commander? Are you talking about standard? What are you talking about? Modern? What kind of deck are we talking about? Because mill decks, if they run into recursion decks or, out of the graveyard decks, you're kind of fucked. You know what I mean? The only toxic part of this white boy is his liver. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Josh reuses styrofoam cups. Yeah. Yeah. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Everybody forgets the first two. Sheesh. But he won't cover Raised by Wolves, and he had good takes. I mean, I would cover Raised by Wolves. We covered it on the stream. Didn't we talk about it on stream? What are you talking about? Fairies wear boots? Okay. All right. Is that a magic deck? Is that a name for a magic deck? Yo, y'all are wild, bro. Y'all are wild. Sometimes I feel like I'm wild. Y'all are wild. All right, guys. Let's call it there. If you are a Nerdvenger member, I will see you at 1. It's a short stream. I don't really have a lot of news. I'll show you the progress on The Office. I'll complain about things, and then we'll call it a day and move on. But I would love to see you guys at 1. If you're chilling, we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Nerd Theory later should be a Moon Knight video to you guys at some point today. I also think I will do a video about the Snyder Cut stuff that's coming. Thor 4 trailer soon, maybe, hopefully. So, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or I guess I'll see most of you tonight on Nerd Theory. So, much love to you all. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Bruh. I'll tell you guys straight up. I don't know how this happened. I had no script. I had no real idea where I was going to go with all of this. All I had was a bunch of thoughts and a bunch of frustration about, Miss Marvel, Morbius, and all that shit. And somehow, sentences were formed. Points were made. The Candyman can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the takes feel good. Crazy. I got nothing else, guys. I mean, it's just fucking... Yeah. It's good brain. It's good brain we got. Not always on point. But you did good today, brain. You did good. All right, everybody. Open up your third eye. Watch out for your brown eye. I'll see you in the next one.